Hope you guys have been enjoying these. I'm gonna head on up to Alaska with this photo. This was from my visit back in, let's see, when was this? September of 2020 to visit my great friend Jamin Taylor up there, who showed me an amazing time. And as I record this now, which is the end of January 2021, I will be heading back again this spring. So excited to get back up there in a different season, see how things are. In any case, let's jump right into this real-time edit. It's funny. Bald eagles have a very limited fascination for me. I don't really find them that, I don't know, not a high value target for me. When I was in Alaska, they were kind of like the absolute last on my list. We had seen a ton of them, and I just really never paid attention to them. But on this particular day, we were driving to go see something else. And on the way, we just passed this one, and we were kind of like, yeah, we can't pass this, because we saw the fog and the mood, and it was like, here, I'm going to zoom in here in a second here, and you'll see there was this, you can see the light rain back there. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it was just a real light rain falling at that point. So it was just a really, really good mood in this photo, and the snag that it was on was perfect, and the spruce trees and stuff like that in the background were nice. So was able to easily compose this the way I wanted. I think, yeah, just shot this 500 millimeter vertically and kind of was able to back up from the bird and get the space I wanted. So happy with that. So I don't really need to mess with the composition much on this, or at all. I'm just going to brighten it up a little bit to get the white on the head pretty close to where I want it. Lift those shadows up, a little bit more detail on the back of the bird, but then I'm going to bring the blacks back down to really get that contrast in there. Help kind of cut through a little bit of the fog, but then leave the foggy areas in other spots. So I think it just kind of works nicely on that one. Gosh, I think that is about all I'm going to do. Toying around with removing this second snag back there, but I feel like it kind of fills in the space nicely. If I have just the snag the bird is perched on, I feel like it's going to feel a little almost too centered horizontally, like there's just kind of empty space over here. So I think I'm going to end up leaving that. I will, however, clone out just this one little branch that's not connected to anything down here. We'll just kind of get rid of that, which I could have cropped out, but whatever. All right. I think that's about all I got to do for the removal of stuff. And now let's start. I'm going to really zoom out so I can get a big brush and just kind of push it around through here. I'm just going to do some dodging and burning now. So I want to kind of just set the mood on this a little bit more. Just kind of darken some of those trees. I really want to kind of enhance that bit of fog that's hanging right in through this particular area. I think that's kind of neat. And then the fog up top just kind of fading in. We'll let that go a little bit brighter fog. And then I think I'm going to do something I did on a few videos back with an image where we do a little bit cooler tone in the background there, just to kind of make it look early morning, more dusky kind of thing, which it was earlier in the morning. And then, oops. Oh, hang on there, computer. Didn't need to zoom in that much. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and paint that coloration change out of the bird. So the bird kind of goes back to the warmer original colors that it had. And then hopefully that'll give me some good color contrast on the image overall. I gotta say, now these the white feathers, I think, went a little too yellow. I guess maybe they were a little too warm to begin with. So I'll put some of that blue, just a little bit in there, not too much. Just kind of clean those feathers up. And then let's do a very, very slight dodge on the eye. The eye is already plenty light, so we'll just kind of lighten it a little bit more. And then let me back up. That might be, yeah, it's a little bit too much on the back side here on the right side, so I'll back off of that. And then I think we can just do a little bit more yellow both for the bill and that eye. So let's paint some of that in as well. Just kind of do some color enhancement here. Really get that big yellow bill showing off. Oh, look at the little fungus right there on that perch. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think that's about going to do it. Yeah, look at that. So see how this burn back here, it just kind of now frames in and it's lighter right in this area now around the bird. So it just kind of helps like pull your eye into there. At least that's what it does for me. I think I may have gone just a little heavy on the burn. So I'm just going to drop back to 70% opacity on that layer. Just kind of, yeah, there we go. And then the color shift, again, I think maybe is just a tad too much. So I'll drop back to 70% opacity on that one. And there we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think that kind of works overall a lot better. And then the burn also helped kind of darken that secondary snag, so it's less obvious now. So I think that worked pretty well. Absolutely piece of cake edit. Yeah, under 5 minutes, or just about 5 minutes, I should say. Which I did some talking, so the actual editing time is probably under 5 minutes. So let's get back in, check out compared to the complete original photo, which I've got right there. So 1 second here, I'll put them up side by side so we can compare the total before and after and see the difference there. There you go. Yeah, and to me, just a little bit better contrast, a little bit more interesting color, and it just looks more of like a finished piece to me, whereas this just kind of has that straight out of camera look, I should say. Nothing wrong with this image either, as it was, I don't think there's anything bad with it, but I think this just kind of stands out a little bit better. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn a little bit more about how I do all this sort of stuff, head on over to rayhennessy.com. You can hit the workshops menu, go right to online workshops, check out all the different options I have. They're all listed right here. Remote sessions, work together in person with me, answer any questions you have. The online Lightroom course teaches you everything I know about Lightroom, specifically for wildlife photography. Online bird photography course, same thing here, all geared just towards photography for photographing birds and wildlife, mainly birds, but it applies to pretty much any wildlife. But shows you everything I know about shooting in the field, techniques, lighting, perspective, gear, all that kind of stuff covered there, and then mentorships to continue to work with me on an ongoing basis. Also, don't forget, lots of video content coming out under the video section here. If you just go, I got the photographer's favorite show, behind the scenes videos. There's some Q&As. I haven't done any of them in a while. And then every week I have a new video coming out, just a simple minute of wildlife video. Really nice stuff to watch, plus new photos every day at rayhennessy.com. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.